Bam! Hell yeah, let's go, Bourbon Quest. Alright. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. So, here in the first round, yeah, we're coming to the finish line. We're almost done with the first round. As during this weekend, all the big conference championships are going on. By the time they crown all the ACC, SEC, Big East, all those big conference tournaments, we should be on to the second round, finally. Whew. All right, so tonight we were back over in the South region. So what do we have? Oh, hell yeah, a little Russell's Reserve. Private barrel, single barrel, non-chill filtered, 110 proof. So we got two great families going up against each other. Obviously, Jimmy and Eddie Russell from Kentucky, father-son. And then going up against the Nelson brothers, Charlie and Andy, with the Nelson Brothers Classic from Tennessee. So a historic Kentucky versus Tennessee matchup. The Nelson Brothers Classic, 93.3 proof. All right, so remember, let's stay hydrated, my friends. All right, so we're gonna dive right into it, tip this thing off, but just remember, as always, don't pay attention to what glass is behind or near which bottle. It's irrelevant. These have been mixed up, shuffled, rearranged, using a very high-tech, sophisticated, dangerous, proprietary process approved by NASA. It's a bunch of bullshit. Alright, bottom line is, let's get into it. So, this, well, like I said, I don't know which is in which glass. I'm just telling you, the Russell's is a store pick from Green Meadow out in Maryville, Tennessee, just 20 minutes from me. Let's read what the Nelson Brothers says on the back. I'm kind of interested in that. Siblings rarely see eye to eye, but Andy and Charlie Nelson agree that every bottle of Nelson Brothers whiskey must earn the distinction of bearing the family name. One sip of its vigorous, versatile whiskey, a high rye blend with a long, gentle finish, and you'll know it's Nelson Brothers. Hell yeah, Charlie and Andy. Alright, and Jimmy and Eddie, I mean, Hall of Famers. Alright, so alright, so on the nose, we'll definitely get some proof, get some caramel, vanilla, a little bit of nuttiness. Yeah, that nuttiness really comes through on that. Sweet. Very good on the nose. Cheers, my friends. Oh. Yeah, there's that hug, that mouthfeel, viscosity. I definitely get that nuttiness along with the vanilla, caramel, touch of cherry. Beautiful. That's a damn good bourbon. All right, let's cleanse the palate and go to number two. A little bit more subtle on the nose, not as much proof, not as much flavor. Yeah, just your vanilla, caramel, a little bit of fruitiness, but right. Cheers, my friends. Very delicious though. Tons of caramel, vanilla, a little bit of fruitiness. Not near the viscosity or mouthfeel. I feel like on its own, super great. Lower proof. Definitely crushable. I mean, simple, nice flavors. I mean, if I'm thinking I know which of these are which, I mean, for its price point, a damn good bourbon, especially a great summer bourbon with less proof, just a few, 2 or 3 notes. Definitely crushable, enjoyable, not bad by any means for around, if it's what I think it is, $35, something like that. All right, we'll run it back, but I think it's easily number one. Oh yeah, the nose is much better on number one. And to the palate. Man, it's super sweet, super enjoyable, crushable. I mean, if it's what I think it is, then, it's obviously lower proof, but it's still above 90. Right in between 90 and 95. I'm totally giving it away, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but and between that, right in that midpoint between 90 and 95, anymore, as I'm now 2 years into my bourbon quest. There's a few exceptions, and those are just because they're standards or whatever, but you gotta be 90 or above. I know you can get by with a minimum of 80. And I still love Jack Old Number 7. I still love Jim Beam White Label, Evan Williams Black Label. Those are all great under 90 bourbons, but I just killed a Hancock last night. That's it, like 88.9 proof. Another superb 90 proof, but it finished third in the Buffalo Trace match. All right, that's not what we're here for. We're here to pick a winner. Yeah, much more complex on the nose, more proof. Cheers, my friends. Oh yeah, just better mouthfeel, viscosity, rich caramel, vanilla, a little bit of cherry, a little bit of baking spice. That's incredible, as I would expect. So, all right, before we reveal the results, you made it this far and you haven't done so yet, now's the time. Subscribe. Helps the channel out. And then do yourself a favor, ring that bell for notifications. That way you don't miss a damn thing here on Bourbon Quest, because we got some exciting stuff coming in the next let's just call it 2 to 4 weeks. We scored a lottery bottle. Got the email. I got the email yesterday. So we'll go pick it up either this next week or definitely the following week. I'm not going to reveal the results, but if you watch the channel, I've been very fortunate and very blessed to score a lot of great bottles. There's been 2 things, if you've watched the channel, that I haven't scored, and we just scored one. And it's actually in the lottery I entered in, it was my number 1 choice. And I thought I got it 2 years ago and got screwed out of that deal. But I got it this time, so you'll want it. That's why you want to ring that bell, because when we get it, we're not going to watch it, we're going to pop it. And now once we pop it, there'll be few and far sips in between, because we'll need to make that bad boy stretch out over time. But I'm so excited. Alright, so yeah, subscribe, ring that bell, smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithms get out to more people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Russell's. I'm a huge fan. Anytime you can get a Russell store pick, that's the way to go. I would choose that every time over Russell's 10-year. And honestly, the last time when I did on blind, now granted they're all going to be different, but the store pick I had from Total Wine actually, they were close. They were both really good. But it beat out the Russell's 13. We just picked up a Russell's 13, maybe a month, 2 months at the most to go, which we'd gotten the one from the year before. So now we're able to drink on it that we got a backup. So anyways, enough about that. I know you want to know. I want to know. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who's the winner? Let's reveal the results. Oh shit. Are you kidding me? Wow. I did not see that coming. There you go. I was wrong. I knew this Nelson Brothers Classic was great, but I didn't think it was going to beat out a Russell store pick. Are you kidding me? Well, that's I'm telling you. Yeah. I mean, this is 93.3. This is 110. I totally thought it was the other way around. This definitely noses higher than its proof. And obviously the Russell's noses less than its proof. That's crazy. No, this nose is higher. And it's almost, I mean, what is it, 17 proof points lower? Man, that's a big upset. I mean, maybe big's the wrong word. I mean, granted, my seedings really don't mean a whole hell of a lot because I just kind of do them randomly. But just so you know, I had this as an 8-9 matchup, so maybe I thought it would be closer than what I thought it would be. That doesn't make any sense, but alright, now that we know what they are, the Russells go down. I mean, the results are what they are. The Russells, this store pick from Green Meadow loses to, good job, Charlie and Andy. Took out Jimmy and Eddie. And like I said, regardless of who won, on their own, they're both great. Alright, look, I'm going to cleanse the palate and go back to Nelson's. Yeah, I stand by it. I'm telling you, I think a lot of people are sleeping on this Nelson Brothers Classic. It is a classic. It really is. And you know, I was skeptical when they dropped the Belle Meade to, which I get it. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong by any means. I wish they could have kept the Belle Meade. That was such great stuff. But I guess at some point all great things come to an end. And now that their juice has some age and stuff on it, they transitioned over from the Belle Meade brand to their Nelson Brothers. And while I'm a huge fan, still am, of if you can still get, I know I got one, maybe two more of the Belle Meade Reserve. The Reserve was the bomb. Now, the Nelson, so they have the Nelson Brothers Classic, and then they also have the Nelson Brothers Reserve. The Nelson Brothers Reserve does not match up to the Belle Meade Reserve. Yeah, hopefully maybe a couple more years, gets a little bit more age on it. I'm hoping it will. But the classic, yeah, I think it's actually better than the Belle Meade Bourbon. And we'll see maybe in a couple more years if the Nelson Brothers Reserve starts to at least meet and hopefully even surpass the Belle Meade Reserve. But hey, this is I still think it's an upset. If I was picking this without doing it blind, I would have thought it would have been Russell's all day. Although I knew I thought it would have been the Russells all day, but I knew the Nelson Brothers Classic's great. And for $35, man, that's a great value. And hey, don't pass up on a Russell's store pick either. They're both freaking fantastic. All right, that's a wrap. We have a winner. Tennessee takes down Kentucky. I love it. I wouldn't have thought it, but I love it. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna take another pour because I love me. I still, even though it lost, I still love me some Jimmy and Eddie Russell store pick all day, every day. All right, that's a wrap. We'll take a short break and then shoot another video. But before we sign this one off, just remember, as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Haha, that's a wrap, yo. Wow, that's an upset. Down goes Russell's. Haha.